who is gone first, Mookie Betts or Tom Brady? Brady becomes a free agent on March 18th, which is when he can legally sign with someone else, which he will. There's going to be a lot of heartbroken Patriots fans, including Callahan over there, who wants to see him come here and grow old in a Patriot uniform and fall apart.
He is old.
Well, eventually he's going to be too old.
Right.
So in somebody's uniform, he's going to get too old and he's going to suck. That's going to happen. I think he's going to play.
But his version, this is the thing that frustrates me.
Stop with that.
This is the thing that frustrates me. His version of suck is still better than 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's not true.
So he's going to retire when he sucks according to him.
Middle of the pack is not suck. It's just average.
Right, and he has no intention of retiring. He was middle of the pack this year. He was right. You look at all the guys who were better, had higher ratings than he did, or more touchdown passes than he did. He's not what he used to be.
No.
He's 43 next season.
With
he's not
nothing
going
around
to
him
get
this year.
But
better.
when you surround him by guys that most of them will not be playing in the NFL in the next year or two, then you can probably see why he's frustrated.
But you know better than we do that your body gets old and you can no longer take the hits and play quarterback. It's
Very
going
true.
to happen. He's gonna try to play when he's too old to play. That's the bottom line. He's going to try to play at 43, 44, 45. He'll know it, and he'll walk away, and people will say that's, Father Time wins again. All the usual cliches.
Right.
Callahan wants it to be in a Patriot uniform. I don't know why a Patriot fan would want that when you can make a clean break and move on. I think he's going to leave, and it's not going to be that sad a day in Patriot Nation. People are going to say, this was great. We got 20 years. We won more than we ever imagined. We move on to the next guy, and he grows old and becomes ineffective in somebody else's uniform. What the hell is wrong with that?
Yeah, that's kind of how they all have. The legends have Namath, Montana. You run the list down there. Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, even though he won a Super Bowl on his
sucked.
last legs, it wasn't because of him. But you kind of think that it's heading that way, although I'm still standing that he's going to stay with the Patriots. I think he's going to go through the free agent process and explore and look at the teams that intrigue him.
Well, let's play that out.
Okay.
Mute.
Here's what happens.
What happens. You become a free agent. That means you can get wined and dined by anyone. You can go to Vegas and have dinner with Mark Davis, which I assume will be like a Chuck E. Cheese. That's his favorite place. Or maybe
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah. Oh, Mark Davis, he loves it. They put a hat on him, and he gets a pizza and he folds it, and makes a choo-choo train out of it, and eats it when he's eating it.
I don't believe this.
You don't believe that?
No.
Of course, he drives a minivan, a used minivan, brings all his friends. He'll have a blast. Play some Papa Shot. But then he gets to go to the L.A. and have dinner with the Chargers, and he gets to go to Tampa Bay, sit down with whoever, the Glazers. Is that who still owns the Bucks? No.
The Glazers sold the team to
whoever gets to sit down with the owner of the Bucks, and then he gets to go to Miami and have dinner with Stephen Ross, or maybe somewhere else. Maybe they fly him to New York City, or they fly into New York, and where Brady is now. I believe he's living in his condo in New York right now, where he likes it. He's done here. This is in the rearview mirror in his mind. When you do that, when you go to free agency and you get wined and dined, you tend to look at the green grass elsewhere. You tend to look at the better players. You look at the weapons these other teams have. You look at the Bucks and you see Mike Evans. You look at the Dolphins and you see Tunsil. You say that team's better than the Patriots. So the better weapons. Then you look at the coach and you say, I'm kind of tired of Bill Belichick. I like, Brian Flores, or I like Bruce Arians. These places are going to look better after March 18th. There's no way he's going to say, you know what, I think I had it pretty good. I think I'll go back to Foxborough.
Well, I still think that there's the wanting to stay in one organization. I still think that plays in the back of his head, that he wants to finish his career with the Patriots, and he's gonna go through the process, I believe. But I do believe that I don't want to say like last refusal, but I do think the Patriots are going to be in the mix into this. I still believe that. And I was wrong. The Glazer family still does own the Buccaneers. I thought for some reason they sold to buy one of the soccer teams, but they still own the Buccaneers. I think as you look through that, Tampa Bay is an interesting one. And when I heard that name, it kind of grabbed me because you get a coach, Arians, who's a great coach for quarterbacks, very QB-friendly system, similar to what he's run, but with much better weapons. You got a decent offensive line, but like you said, you got Mike Evans. You got O.J. Howard as a tight end there. I think Cameron Brate's a tight end there. They got some weapons there on offense. That was an interesting one, and you're kind of in a division where that's going through transition, right? What's Atlanta going to do? Carolina's got a new coach. They look like they're rebuilding.
Right, they are.
Drew Brees might be leaving there out of New Orleans. Where are they in there? So there's a chance to win.
All right, my source said he's going to look at Tennessee also and Miami. I mean, the list – here's the problem you have if you're like a Callahan, if you're one of these fanboys and you say, please, Tom, I cut my lawn to say, it says, stay with me, Tom, I love you. Or I shoveled my driveway in the words that say, we love you, TB12. If you're one of those people, the list already has 4 or 5 teams that are willing to just overwhelm him, money whip him. Tell me this, Callahan. Do you think Belichick's willing to do that?
He's probably not willing to do that.
So then it's over.
I heard, so from what I heard that Dean Spanos, who owns the Chargers, is willing to write a check for $40 million for him for 2 years.
That's not that much.
$40 million for a year, for 2 years?
I thought you said 2 years.
No, $40 million.
$40 million. Okay, so then it's over. That's your room. Just to recap.
That's one.
Scott Mutin walked in here just spewing out these rumors.
Well,
left
that's
and
one.
right.
That's one that
walks
I
in
heard.
here with a ball of energy, then breaks the source, breaks the information like a dud.
Wait, I heard.
Why don't you project your voice a little bit? When you
Now
say
listen.
that next time?
If Sandy, I can't get used to L.A. Chargers. If the Chargers say $80 million for 2 years, it's over.
No, see, this is the reason.
over.
The reason I break it
$40
like
million
that
a year.
way. The reason I break it that way is because that's not a possibility. I don't think that Tom Brady wants to play in L.A. So I dismiss that because I just don't think that the team and the atmosphere of LA is what he's looking for.
They move in a new stadium. They're worth
I
more.
think
He's
his
worth
number one
more
choice,
to them than he is to other teams.
Correct. He doesn't want to be that. I think I heard Las Vegas. There's an opportunity that if you go to the Raiders, that there's an opportunity, and you can't write it in the contract, but it can be an implicit thing that he can get an ownership stake.
What?
Yep. And I think that's something that intrigues him.
An ownership
and
stake
something
for a
that
guy
he
who's going
wants
to play
do.
for 1 or 2 years?
Yep. Because, come on, you're going to Vegas. It's a good team. It's a good young team. You got a veteran coach that you respect.
He likes Vegas. I think he likes the glitz. He likes the glamour. There's lots of celebrities there. He's not going to get lost anywhere, but I think he could.
But that's not his number one choice.
His number. So now we're working up. We're working up the list of Mutin rumors.
Right.
We should get a name for these. Call them like Murers.
Mumers?
How can we come around
That
Mutin
sounds
rumors?
terrible. That's
not
good.
working.
That's
Mumers. Mutin rumors.
Murmurs.
So you said the
based on how you
Chargers will make him a huge offer, which he will reject out of hand because he doesn't want to live in L.A. and doesn't want to be a savior.
Tampa Bay's in the mix.
So you're confirming my rumor that Tampa Bay is in the mix.
I am impressed by that. I'm not going to lie. Tampa Bay is in the mix. Vegas is a good young team, but there's a possibility for ownership there, I think, later on. But I think the team, his number one team, that if he could go to, that he wants to go to, is the Dallas Cowboys.
What?
Yep.
I said this last week, Dave. I said that imagine if the
Where's
Cowboys.
Where's this shit coming from?
I said this
Where are
last
the
week.
Cowboys coming
The Dallas Cowboys.
Because there's always, when a big free agent hits the market, there's always the mystery team. And I thought Tampa Bay qualified as a mystery team. I guess they don't. It's Tampa Bay. But the Cowboys, check this one out. The Saints, both of whom have losing, their star QBs, obviously Breeze and Dak Prescott are both free agents.
Dak Prescott, a good to above average.
Yeah, I won't say star. Good quarterback who seemed to be comfortable in that market and that under that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
He's a free agent, wants $40 million a year, and I don't know if he's going to get it somewhere else.
He might.
But if you're Jerry Jones, you like that, man. You like the star power. You got a new coach. Who's coaching them again?
Mike McCarthy.
Right, Mike McCarthy, good QB coach.
Kellen Moore is the offensive coordinator, going to be able to call the plays.
So you don't think Brady wants to be the savior in L.A., but he wouldn't mind being the savior in Dallas?
This isn't a savior. What are you talking about? The Dallas Cowboys have the best offensive line.
Anything?
The Dallas Cowboys have the best offensive line in the NFL. They have one of the top running backs in the NFL.
Sure do.
They have some talent. They can re-sign
Amari
Amari Cooper as one of the better wide receivers right there. This is a team that has a good young defense.
Playing again, or is he going
I don't know
back
if he's
into
gonna, but
broadcasting?
they do have a good young tight end there. I think last name's Frederick for some reason. That's what rings a bell to me. That is a team in a division that is not exactly killing it, right? Based on what the NFC East did. You get to go to Dallas. Everything's big in Dallas. You got Jerry Jones. You're playing for a marquee NFL franchise. If it's just like the Patriots, they're valued more than the Patriots, to tell you the truth.
That's right.
And it's a chance to win a Super Bowl. And their window's closing, too, because they're a 2 to 3 year window because that offensive line's going to get a little bit older. They got a great left tackle. Smith is a great left tackle for them. And their window's closing because
so Brady
you get to go there and instantly I think that's
what
something
a story
to look at.
that would be.